but how cool would this movie have been on IMAX? Like, now I'm going to have to shell another $30 to watch it on my TV at home. That probably ain't going to happen. Then we have one you might be surprised by. French Exit actually stars my all-time favorite crush, Michelle Pfeiffer, who may actually win an Oscar for this. And yeah, I don't even know if it's even available online, but it's like, I would like to see that too. And finally, we have Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was a huge improvement over Joss Whedon's version. And I used to like Joss Whedon. It deserved a big screen release, but because of COVID, it wasn't going to happen. So we had to be satisfied to watch it on our screens. And it's like, yeah, it's 4 hours long, but I would like to see it in a big theater. It was just friggin' awesome. And I feel cheated.
So was that a Mondo, just so I can double check?
Absolute Mondo.
Okay, so
I've loved Superman since I was like 4 years old. So I've loved pretty much every Superman movie out there, and this was the best version I've seen in a long time.
So just so you know, all three of us gave it a Mondo, Murray.
I know that's kind of scary, but
so you now cannot say you completely disagree with Bryce and I all the time.
Well, because this is the kind of movie I like. This is not the kind of movie he usually likes.
I know, or yeah, I get it. And anyway. Bryce, have you got Krampus happening today, or what's happening over there?
It's Krampus.
You know when he gets leg cramps.
No. I just noticed that I didn't have the lists on I'm loading the lists onto our board here. I don't know why you're interrupting Murray for this.
Well, Murray's was done, so that's why. I just thought our people on our YouTube channel will be happy to see some crotch shots of Bryce as he's adjusting some stuff.
All right. So that's it.
Yep.
That was it. Yeah, it was a good list, Murray. And I want to see all those movies in the theater.
Yeah.
In 2023.
Yep. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All righty then. So I'm assuming my little buddy Bryce didn't get a chance to add anybody to the list. But good old Jimbo here has saved the day again. That's right. I have a repulsive, and I may have a mesmerized, but I just need to bring up that Octavia Spencer had the opportunity, and perhaps now that Murray's back, she would never have an opportunity to be mesmerized. But after seeing her in that movie, and pulling the David Caruso card that Bryce played back years ago.
What?
When he said, what was that movie that Dave Caruso made that is so terrible that
Kevin Spacey.
Yes, but David Caruso was also in it.
Was he?
Yeah, wasn't he?
I think he was actually. Now that
I think he was the main actor in it.
No, well,
what was the name of the movie?
Yeah, well, that's I had blocked the movie out of the Life of David Gale.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Which is like the worst movie ever made.
Yeah. Okay, so actually, I don't see him in it, but I thought he was.
Hey, maybe he wasn't in it. I don't know.
Well, I just kind of assumed that he was because
where is this going? You're just like off on this weird tangent that makes no sense.
Well, I'm basically saying Octavia Spencer is now in that same list that, as much as we've seen a lot of good things from, I want to say a child molester, maybe, with Kevin Spacey, Octavia Spencer now has no chance of ever being mesmerizing after making that movie. I'm sorry.
I don't care. She wasn't mesmerizing to begin with for me. So
yeah.
Well, now she's even less. Now she's even less.
Don't get me wrong. I like Octavia Spencer, but
Okay, so I am putting forward that I mentioned earlier that I thought he was in that terrible movie, but I'm mixing that movie up with the movie Jade, which had David Caruso.
Which is totally
so I am putting.
You had me convinced that David Caruso was in The Life of David Gale, which I'm like, maybe I don't know, I don't remember.
Well, see, I know they came out.
You're making me look like a fool, Jim.
They both came out kind of the same time. It was The Life of David Gale, and Jade was around the same time. And that movie was also terrible. But I'm putting David Caruso on the repulsive list.
Nah, he's not repulsive.
He is so.
A conversation. No, he's not.
He's awful.
I like David Caruso.
Really?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's okay in CSI in Miami.
What's that?
Is he?
It's TV. It's the only thing I ever liked him in.
Yeah. So let's just talk about some of the movies he's been in.
Yeah, let's talk about him because I don't remember him being that bad.
Yeah, his last movie, because he's probably retired because he's repulsive, is a movie called Black Point.
Never seen it.
It's terrible. It's a rage. Okay, maybe we could actually get him on the touted list. Then he did a movie called Session 9.
Session 9 was okay.
It was a meh. It wasn't a Mondo.
No, it wasn't a Mondo. I liked it though. It was all right. It was worth watching.
Then he was in a movie called Proof of Life, which was a meh.
Yeah, it was all right. Well, there you go. You got back-to-back mehs, so he can't be on the touted list.
You're right. Yeah. But then he was also in Body Count, which was a rage.
I'm trying to remember what Body Count was. I'm not sure it was a rage.
It's terrible, and it is.
Right. What else you got?
And then he was in Cold Around the Heart.
Cold Around the
Which
Heart.
was also a rage. And then he was in Jade, which was a super duper
Jade was bad.
Huge rage. Like there's just so much bad. The fact that I would choose not to see a movie because I find David Caruso.
He's been in a couple good movies though. Keep on going. What was he in that was good?
Kiss of Death. I don't know if that was any good.
Yeah, it was all right. Wasn't terrible.
He's an all right, but he's Mad Dog and Glory.
I loved Mad Dog and Glory. Bill Murray.
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk was like one of the worst movies ever. I hated that movie. A lot of people liked it.
Oh, he was in The King of New York.
Yeah. Excellent movie. That's a Mondo.
Yeah. But he's repulsive. Okay, well, apparently he's not as repulsive for you, but he's repulsive for me.
I like him.
Why is it, according to this, he hasn't done anything in 2012?
Because he's terrible. No one will pay him.
On here is CSI in Miami.
That's because no one will hire him because he's repulsive.
So it's
apparently like to everybody.
Could be retired. Not everybody wants to work till they die.
True. I don't know.
It's because no one will hire him because he's repulsive. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, okay. I disagree.
Well,
I know you didn't know we even had this list, but yeah, I'm okay. Whatever.
Okay, so Murray, are you thinking that David Caruso's repulsive?
I don't know. Like I said, he hasn't done anything in 9 years. But
so I don't know is no.
Oh, damn it!
Repulsive is a strong.
It still has to be. It still has. Okay, so I've got a. Okay, you know what? I'm not giving you a mesmerize this week. I'm going to give you two repulsives. If this one doesn't get on, then you two are both idiots. I'm putting Larry the Cable Guy.
I like Larry the Cable Guy.
What?
Stand up. He has terrible movies. But...
Well, okay, but is he not?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Is he not repulsive in every movie he's been in, Murray?
Larry the Cable Guy is absolutely repulsive beyond maybe anyone. He is.
Yeah, no, I just can't go there. Like, I don't hate him. I mean, I'm sure he was good in Cars, but that's an animated movie.
Yeah,
right?
but it's an animated. It doesn't count. So let me
tell you. Should have brought him up last week, Jim. We could have got him on the repulsive.
Okay, so Murray, let me tell you what the meaning of repulsive is. These actors or actresses are voted on by the Film Rage crew that when they are on screen are completely repulsive and make you want to turn off the movie. Not his stand-up, because he may be funny in stand-up, but when he's in a movie and not see it at all the time. Basically, we are repulsed by them, and that whenever they are on the screen, they are repulsive.
If Murray's not repulsed by his stand-up, he's not repulsed by him in any movies.
No, I don't mind his
stand-up is repulsive.
No, it doesn't bother me. He isn't a great actor, but I mean, he is what he is.
But is he repulsive when he's in a movie? Not in stand-up.
Why? He's saying no, Jim. I don't know why you're trying to get him to say yes. He's absolutely not swinging on this.
I mean, he looks like he was in Medea Christmas. I probably would have been turned off by that. But then not for him.
Yeah, because he's in this movie. The movies he picks are repulsive.
He hasn't even done that many movies. He's done like 3 movies. Like mostly it's TV and stand-up. So
hey,
like,
he was in Jingle All the Way too. So
yeah, you should see that, Murray.
See, I was gonna see that, but then I got shut down because of the freaking lockdown before Christmas.
You can still see it anytime, Murray, and then we would love to hear your rating.
I missed I'm not going to watch it in April.
Oh goodness. Oh well, double bada swing a bada. That was swing and a miss, folks. No one's repulsive this week, unfortunately.
All right. That's all you got?
I got lots more, but that's all I'm going to give you today. You two, if anybody's repulsive this week, it's you two.
Hey.
I see.
This is all you, Mur.
Oh, I got to do something now?
Yeah, you do.
Then. Last week on Rage or Dare, another one of our fantastic listeners, Amy, I think I know her, bought us a movie rental and dared us to see the 1981 wildlife film called Roar. Do we finally get one of our listeners dare to see us a truly rage film, or are we seeing a pattern of listeners who love us so much they want to refuse to torture us the way we truly deserve to be filled? That sounds weird. This week we have another amazing listener who will dare us to hopefully see a truly deplorable film. Check in with Bryce and Jim to see if Roar was the rage we were so hoping it would be, or just another film about lions, tigers, maybe bears. Oh my. Bryce, tell me, do you like the Roar?
Once again, I feel as though we need to explain to our listeners that when you dare us to see a movie, it is because you feel that we will absolutely despise it. I am not sure how anyone could feel that the madness that is Roar could be despised by anyone. Watching Noel Marshall antagonizing actual lions and getting mauled on camera repeatedly, along with others in the cast, is something that is impossible to rage about. This movie had me on the edge of my seat as I watched dumbfounded as the lions and tigers created a constant state of danger for the cast and crew of this film. I mean, sure, there wasn't much of a story and the acting wasn't terrific, but it really wasn't acting as much. It was just fearing for your life. I mean, these were wild animals. This cast was acting alongside. It was crazy. Dare I say it, but I think this was Mondo.
What?
This was Mondo.
Buddy.
This is like nothing I've ever seen. It was great.
Oh, Bryce. Okay, well, I feel your pain about us not getting enough rage. I will 100% give you that.
There's no rage here.
But you know,
zero. If this is what we're going to get every week, we got to change the name of this segment.
To not rage or dare, it should be called Joy or Dare.
I should just be called This Movie's Something I Want You to See. You're probably not going to rage about it. It's kind of a long title. I think we should go back to Rage or Dare.
Well, we can't help it. If our listeners love us and don't want us to be pained, I can't help that. They love us. What can I say? Okay, so let me tell you what I thought about.
We got it.
Roar. Let me tell you what I thought about.
We'll talk after.
Okay, so Roar with Tippi Hedren from 1981/2015 re-release on iTunes, which I paid money for. Okay, first off, what the fuck was this movie? This was probably the stupidest film I have ever seen in my life. My mouth was aghast the entire movie as I was trying to figure out what the fuck this plot was. I kind of had a feeling that maybe Tippi Hedren and family were trying to reimagine The Gods Must Be Crazy, but with lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
There's no bears. Bears.
Oh, excuse me. And by bears, I mean hairy, beastly men. They were 100% bears in this movie. This movie, I can kind of see why Amy said we should see it, because it is really one of the worst movies I have ever seen. But it was almost like watching a train wreck, or better yet, a large cat wreck. This is almost exactly what would be done if you had to make a terrible movie / documentary. Terrible edits, bad continuity, awful acting, no story, no plot, nonsense film. But I still found myself intrigued by so many animals, all in what I can guess was a set / someone's house, maybe?
Not really.
This movie was truly an awful film experience, but I put it in the so bad it's funny category. And although this truly deserves to be a solid rage, I am giving it a very low meh for the near-death experience at the beginning of this film, plus the sheer horror of this entire experience. I really kind of felt like an extended scene from the movie Faces of Death. That's what I felt this movie was. It was like somebody watched the movie Faces of Death and then said, why don't we try and make a full feature movie starring lions and tigers and put some bears in it? Okay, so can you explain to me what the whole beginning about the film? I was at the very beginning. Like, why were they in Africa / India? I don't get it.
Matter?
I'm just confused. Are they in India? Are they in Africa? I don't get it. What like you've got tigers and lions living together. Like, are we living in the Tiger King world here? Were they trying to make ligers?
No, they're just trying to save the tigers and lions.
I don't know whether they were in Africa or India. So, like, what country was this supposed to be? This just added a little bit to the mystique of the film. I mean, was this shot in the African lion safari, perhaps in Ontario? I have no idea.
No, it was shot on. This was all legit, man.
Tigers don't live in Africa. They don't live there.
I don't know where it was. Doesn't it say at the end of it where it was shot?
I don't know. I just don't understand why we've got all these animals living in a cardboard box. It's just, this movie was terrible, but
it was insane.
It still was insane. It was like, for me.
I feared for everybody's life. I was like, wow, I can't believe that no one actually died.
I'm sure glad that we were told to see this.
Apparently, Melanie Griffith actually had to have plastic surgery after because she actually did get her face mauled a little bit. Really?
Melanie Griffith did?
Yeah. Legit. Really? Yeah, look it up. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was a hot mess, that movie.
I know. It was so good.
It was not a Mondo. There's no way this was a
Mondo. Yeah. No, I'm going to watch it again tonight, I think.
Go ahead. Like, just watch it.
Watch it.
No, that's like the opposite of what I want to do is watch you watch this. That'd be like watch a terrible movie and a terrible person watching a terrible movie.
Yeah, but maybe the joy that I feel will be infectious and you'll
I was dumbfounded through this movie. Absolutely.
As was I. That's why it was Mondo.
No,
Thank you.
No.
Thank you for making my point.
Dumbfounded does not equal Mondo. I'm sorry.
It does in this case.
Well, I have a feeling though that okay, so we have our now third in a row.
This is
next week.
We're got to go off of our listeners if this is what we're going to get.
I'm sorry. That's the listeners tell all. And
you know what? I'm positive. It's Rage or Dare. And if the listeners are going to keep on giving us this stuff where I'm not going to be raging at all.
I can 100% guarantee that you are going to rage at next week's.
I better.
Well, I can tell you I've seen half of it. And I haven't stopped raging all the way through it. So it's going to get a rage from me. And I don't want to, maybe I shouldn't be saying that.
You don't know if you've only seen half of it. It might redeem itself in the back half.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next week, we're going to get to see all of An American Pickle.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, with Seth Rogen?
Yes. And where he plays two characters, no less. He's doing an Eddie Murphy on us. We get to see double the Seth Rogen, which means double the rage. I'm almost guaranteeing that we will rage off this.
I actually want to kind of see this. I heard about it. I think it can't be that bad. I like Seth Rogen. He's funny.
No.
No, he isn't.
No.
Good. Like him.
Okay. Well, I can say good luck to us on this. I really feel that Brenda nailed it with she dared us to see An American Pickle.
I hope you're right, because this segment's getting out of hand. It's like week after week with movies that I actually, after I finish watching them, I'm going, man, I can't wait to watch that again. That is not what this segment's supposed to be.
Yeah, but it's doing its point because guess what?
No, it's not. How is it doing its point? You're making me rage now.
Exactly. This is exactly my point.
You have no point.
Murray, do you want to add? Would you like to add one more thing about American Pickle?
Well, I wouldn't say when I did have Crave, I don't anymore. I would never have watched it anyway because I don't do think Seth Rogen's very funny. I mean, only thing I like about him is that he's Canadian, but that's about it. And I didn't. I mean, as much as I don't like James Franco, I actually didn't mind Pineapple Express. But
Pineapple Express was awesome.
That's about it for him. But yeah, don't you worry, Bryce. I got a whole bag of rage queued up for you guys.
Yeah,
good.
It does.
Let's get back to regular format.
Well, we have 2 weeks left of dares unless we get an onslaught of people daring us to see a movie. So
yeah, well, I think we need to start rotating it then. This doing it week after week is insane because it's not
too much joy.
Too much joy.
Hey, if you keep making me watch Melissa McCarthy movies, then there's guaranteed to be rage on our podcast.
Yeah, see, that I agree with you there. I
rage a lot. That was the point. I knew it was going to be awful. I thought it was going to be laughably awful, not just awful. But what can you do?
Thank you, Sadat. That is all you, by the way. Right. Well, this was like the best reunion show of all time. Thanks, Ragers, for listening. Rage love out to James, our only member subscriber. Thanks to the extended Film Rage crew of Leonard Conlon for artistic vision photography via Leonard Conlon Photography, for Bex Goose for her animation skills and artistic skills at Potato Lady Podcast Reviews.com. Find us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for both Redbubble and TeePublic. See what we look like on our YouTube channel by searching Film Rage Podcast. We're always wanting to make this a raging blast for all listeners. So please comment often everywhere you feel, including Film Rage, Calgary at gmail.com, Podchaser, Apple Podcast. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, and most importantly, Bryce's rage. But no matter what you do, please make us rage. Please, please. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.